Hi folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to anybody who's coming back to see the last instalment of Brother Adam's story. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, at the end I'll put a link up for the other two videos with the story of Brother Adam and the origins of the Buckfast bee. I have about 2 weeks left to go before I go home. I can then get some more practical stuff done, i.e. sort out the apiary site, the one I couldn't get onto before. You'll see that in previous videos on our preparation, and I'll be talking to a few folk as well, and I'll get that on video and put it up as soon as I can when I'm at home. So I'm trying to spruce things up a bit, but in the meantime, before that happens, if there's anything else you guys want me to cover or talk about, then please put in the comments below. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, pass on, spread the word, and I will be much grateful. So let's go on to the last episode of Brother Adam's story. This one's going to be slightly shorter. So let's get the third episode, Brother Adam and the origins of the Buckfast bee. Enjoy. Brother Adam's quest to find pure strains of bees took him to far-flung places around the globe. These included Europe, Asia Minor, Turkey and Yugoslavia, to name just two, and this task even took him to the inhospitable Sahara Desert region. He was faced with many challenges, as you would expect travelling through such regions. He was faced with icy conditions and extreme heat, even suffering an accident with his vehicle overturning, fortunately being blessed with only minor injuries. This was all happening when searching and finding one species, the black Telian bee, Apis mellifera intermissa, which he proclaimed was the primary bee species that all others had descended. Having successfully found his prize, he returned to Algiers by boat, which he suffered seasickness and mostly confined to his quarters, and partly due to his fellow travellers being less tolerant of Brother Adam's religious leanings. His travels took him to Israel and to the start of the Passover celebration. He joined this festival and was welcomed with open arms. With a sense of belonging, he enjoyed the experience. In Italy, Brother Adam, having collected his queen bee stock to be shipped back to the abbey, experienced a complete disaster. Having left his queen bees on the table in his room, he awoke to find black ants within the cages, and every queen was dead. The option to retrace his steps to restock was out of the question. A terrible setback indeed. As his efforts had been dashed, he returned to Buckfast Abbey to commence with the honey harvest. 1987 saw Brother Adam once again seeking out more species of honeybee on the African continent, taking him from the rainforests of Tanzania, Mount Kilimanjaro to the ranges of Kenya. His aim? To seek out the more passive species of African honeybee, mainly Apis mellifera monticola. However, he was not alone, but was accompanied by his friend Herr Freirenbach, his daughter, who was a doctor, Michael van der See from Holland, and Walter Davey, a bee disease officer from the Ministry of Agriculture. He was also the author of his biography, and in addition was a film crew to document events. As the search continued, success rates were low. Only a few colonies were suitable, but initially the strains found were highly aggressive, and combined with heat and altitude had a profound effect on Brother Adam's resolve. At times, Adam was carried in a modified wicker chair to assist. It was clear that he was struggling due to being advanced in years, and was persuaded that discretion was a better part of valour. Due to his advanced years, Brother Adam relied on his group associates to continue to find queens he sought to combine with his colonies at the Abbey. Although a disappointing outcome, he resigned himself to the fact that despite setbacks, the experience offered valuable insight. Queens that the group managed to collect unfortunately perished on the transit to the United Kingdom, yet another disappointing time. His time in Kenya was limited to only 1 day. However, having found the species Apis mellifera monticola, a bee with a gentle disposition and highly productive, Brother Adam indicated that this species of bee had the correct traits and something he could work with. From this discovery, further work took place, and with subsequent beekeepers that proved to be successful, crossing the Apis mellifera monticola and the Buckfast bee, creating another line of bees called the Elgon. Throughout the years of Brother Adam's exploits and the journey of discovery, one man supported him unconditionally. and that was Don Leo Smith, who had helped Brother Adam with management of the bees and was a travel companion when in pursuit of the pure strains of bees in the United Kingdom. This friendship had endured and was a happy association. With a change of abbot and the arrival of Father David Charlesworth, Brother Adam's successes were looked upon in a more conservative light, and he suggested that Brother Adam retire. Brother Adam's health had deteriorated, having had eye surgery, difficulties with hearing, and the onset of Meniere's disease affecting his balance. It seemed a prudent decision, but Brother Adam felt deeply hurt by this decision. Throughout Brother Adam's tenure at Buckfast Abbey, it was known he did not suffer fools easily, therefore coming across as a little difficult and hard to get along with. The price of being focused on his goals, I suppose. As Brother Adam slipped into retirement, Father Leo assisted Brother Daniel to continue his work. Peter Donovan, who arrived during the war at the age of 13, also remained with the team. He had always been an asset to Brother Adam's work and became indispensable over the preceding years. For a short period of time, Brother Adam remained in his lodgings close to the honey processing room. However, it was isolated, and with his advancing years, his ability to maintain his independence became difficult. He was moved to a rest home to see out his days. In 1996, Brother Adam passed away at the age of 98. His contribution to beekeeping has been far-reaching, and even today his legacy remains. And his name has always been associated with Buckfast Abbey and the line of bees he raised and cared for. A bee that to this day is the choice of many beekeepers, being of good temperament and very productive. Over the many years that Brother Adam travelled the length and breadth of the United Kingdom and overseas, one thing was clear. His adventurous spirit drove him to find the ultimate bee species that would serve as a benchmark and endure the test of time, having the traits of a stable, manageable bee with a strong lineage. I believe this goal was achieved. His scientific approach and his observational skills were remarkable, and with his work set the scene for many researchers and the work to find a bee resistant to many of the brood disorders today. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed the series about Brother Adam and the origins of the Buckfast bee. I'm now at a point where I'm going to try and rack my brains as to what to do next. But one point I did pick up on, certainly for part 3, was Brother Adam and his being difficult to get on with. I think any successful beekeeper has got that element with him or her of being slightly disagreeable. There's no way you can't be, because most people are driven to make sure that the bees get what they want, when they want, and that they're healthy. So, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. So not being focused probably means failure. So that doesn't come into the vocabulary of most beekeepers, I believe, from what I've seen and from what I'm even thinking myself in this learning process that I've been talking about. Again, I'm not an expert, but I remember one statement somebody said to me once was, if you don't know, make yourself an expert. And that's true to this day, I believe, and it certainly is true when it comes to beekeeping. So anyway, I've digressed slightly. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, subscribe, comment, and obviously share with other people if you want. And I would just say once again, thanks for your support, and I will see you very soon on the flip side of the brood frame. Thank you. Bye bye.